Buck got his first job ever, snow retriever, but it used to belong to a noble dog. I can't do this. The first time he pulled the sleigh, he made a fool of himself. In the middle of a run, he was distracted when he saw a white rabbit and ended up leading the team down the hill. The lead dog in the line was a very domineering husky. He doesn't want anyone near him when he drinks, and Buck couldn't watch it. It just breaks through the ice. Have all your companions drink water together. At dinner, Husky always grabs food from his teammates. Buck sees this behind the scenes. He offered his food to his companions. For the first time, the dogs looked at the hunk with a new look, but these moves upset Huskies. Gradually, Buck was fully integrated into the team. On this day, they had to cross a patch of ice, but it happened, and the ice suddenly broke apart. The hostess suddenly fell into a piercing glacier, and was rushed by the undercurrent into the distance. In this moment of crisis, Buck stepped forward. He jumped straight into the river without hesitation, and broke through the ice with his mistress. After going through this, Buck's place in the master's heart rose accordingly, but it made Husky jealous again. That night, Buck met the white rabbit again, catch up with it, and then put it down gently. It turned out that Buck loved it very much, but just as the little white rabbit was leaving, the Huskies suddenly rushed up and killed him alive. Buck was heartbroken. The so-called one mountain does not allow two tigers. It's time to end it. Husky launched an attack on Buck. Buck, who's never had a fight, is no match for it at all, under the heavy assault of Huskies, and finally it fainted. Husky wants to start over, but now the dogs. Long ago, all the dogs were calling for Buck, standing up with Buck. The wildness of his heart was awakened. Husky rushed up again, but this time Buck knocked it to the ground with only one stroke. Husky lost. He tucked his tail between his legs, disappeared silently in the heavy snow. Day 2. Male owners can only re-choose the lead dog. Buck stood at the head of the line, but the master had no faith in him, dragged him back in force. But the dogs had taken Buck for the boss, have refused to take the lead. There was no choice but to let Buck have a try, but the master never thought of it. Under the leadership of Buck, a team of one mind is like a runaway horse, more than twice as fast as before. But there was a sudden avalanche on the hill beside it.